All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all, Niger Watch family. How you guys doing, Nigerians? We are here. Let's talk about what is currently affecting us in Nigeria, and let's talk about the journey of Peter Obi. More people are declaring more interest to support Peter Obi on this presidency race. So, my people, I would like you all to listen to what our brothers have to say on this. Mr. Kola Adokbayi will be the one that will be handling this alongside with his colleague. So my people, let's do this together. Please help us to share and like this video, and to you liking the video, giving opportunity for YouTube to support us in sharing or suggesting our videos to those that have not seen it. Thank you very much. We appreciate every one of you. Let's listen to this. Thank you.
For us, both the one with the diaspora, na good morning, na good afternoon, na good evening, depending on the location you are watching us from. We want welcome una come our own Bonga program today for our Talakawa media updates, human rights and television. Where they talk the way it be. Today, two of us they studio the 16th day, today na Thursday, the 16th day of June 2022. I think today na Youth Day for South Africa. Yes, we mark so many years when students will protest against apartheid for South Africa, where they kill them. Kill a Toy taxi, where they kill so many students. When they kill so many students. So may the soul of those students who they killed in 1976 continue to rest in peace. Yes, more come down to our country. 2023 presidential election and the need to rescue Nigeria from the satanic hands of these political vultures, political vampires, and political bedbugs.
Yes.
We don't suck the blood of the masses. Tire. Don't suck and. Come call it suck the bone general self. So that made they finally suck the bone marrow of the masses and the economy of this country.
True.
That made they finally kill the country.
Yeah.
You understand? And the enough is enough a movement for Peter Obi, the Messiah of the masses. So Mr. Gbale, he did with us this morning, do justice to this topic when I talk. So Mr. Gbale, now pidgin English and English will miss and journal, you understand?
Thank you.
So that to carry everybody along, talk about the 2023 presidency for the youth, you understand? So Naim.
Thank you, my
we
brother.
put number for them, we put the take recharge, we they'll take call.
Thank you.
For WhatsApp only.
Thank you, my brother. With Kola Adokbayi. And I greet the house. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you for the watch us from. You know, everybody knows say not the news again say Nigeria don't collapse. In fact, for Bible, they will describe what happen for Nigeria currently, saying a perilous time now. So we are in a very hard time. And not be just hard time, say we never even get am so bad as we get am now for Nigeria. Just few weeks ago, they massacre people wey we dey call the Owo massacre. And we also hear say few days ago, they kidnap people for church for Ogun. So with things wey dey happen for Nigeria sef, dey fear person, and e get the insecurity now unprecedented.
Yes.
As at yesterday now, we dey hear say this one eat 1,000.
This one eat 1,000.
We dey hear because na wetin we dey hear, and the rumour na say this thing now go cause so many confusion, so many businesses will be shut down because most businesses in Nigeria run on diesel because we never fit even get that right for night because we dey hear now say even the megawatt dey drop e don even dey drop go 900. So we are in a very confused state. The state has failed us. Our conventional politicians, they have failed us
woefully.
And so you see, that's why Nigerians are now saying enough is enough. At least we don't see the presidential candidates when most of the political parties don't get now. We don't see the former vice president Atiku Abubakar. We don't see the lion of Bodilon when they call Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and other ones when also they run. But today we dey talk about Obi presidency. Why we dey talk about Obi presidency? People dey wonder say the Obi presidency don turn to movement. Na hope. Obi dey represent hope for the common man because we don tire and that's why we dey tag the movement say na enough is enough. Nigerians no fit continue to dey pay for darkness wey no light. We no fit continue as we speak today, my brother Kola. Inflation don hit the highest.
Truth.
Unemployment don hit the highest. Today now, poverty is at its peak. Our educational system dey collapse as we speak today now. ASUU dey on strike now don dey go almost a year. Nothing to be done about it. Now we dey hear now say aviation fuel now don go. As at yesterday we dey hear say airline operators wan strike again.
Jesus.
Because aviation fuel don dey about 7 something abi 800 now as we speak. So but we know say that strike no dey pass one day because the bourgeois and the political buccaneers and economic scavengers wey don continue to dey change our people for their own selfish interest. They have enriched themselves with our common patrimony. They will definitely do everything within their power that strike does not pass a day. Why? Because they know say they no go fit follow road. Because the insecurity for road na only me and you wey be the common man na dey use route. Because na they say na God dey drive fly for cow wey no get teeth. So their own na to dey fly from one state to another. So they no really know wetin we when they pass through the road dey feel. So that's why anything concerning aviation fuel and aviation strike e no dey pass 1 or 2 days. Those things will be rectified. But how can we continue like this? Government is supposed to be government of the people, by the people and for the people. But as we speak now, it is government of the elite, by the elite and for the elite. So we wan change this whole system of government. Na make we dey say enough is enough.
Yes, my brother, thank you very much, Comrade Joseph Bale, the man who we say he believe in revolutionary change for our country. As me, they always dey talk and say, I believe in the rotation of power.
Yes.
Rotation of power. For our last program last week, I talked about how the North don't take grab power, where they don't take power. Yes. The West, the same thing. The East have been marginalized since 1960, or let me say since 1966. True. Yes, no, the first military coup occurred on Saturday, January 15, 1966, a coup that was believed to be planned by Major Chukwuma Kaduna Eziogu and about 5 or 6 other young military officers wey dey sick and tired of the country. And as at then, this country was not an embarrassment before the Committee of Nations. Corruption then was legalized in the First Republic. The light of Tafawa Balewa was the prime minister, the head of government. Sultan of Sokoto was Ahmadu Bello was the Sultan of Sokoto. Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe was the ceremonial head of state. From Governor General to the head of state. And the coup brought Major General JTU Aguiyi-Ironsi. And Aguiyi-Ironsi just ruled from January to July 29 before the counter coup planned by the by the Northerners because they saw that first military coup as a tribalistic coup to the extent that they said no Igbo man was killed. They saw tribal calculation and they organized their own coup. The coup brought a young army officer then, Lieutenant Colonel, later Major General Yakubu Gowon to power. Since then, even though Yakubu Gowon was not the most senior military officer, we have the like of Brigadier General Ogundipe. Brigadier General Ogundipe from the west. But the only Northerner with the highest rank in the Nigerian army then was Lieutenant Colonel Yakubu Gowon, who was then younger in terms of rank to Major Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu. You understand? So since then, the eastern region of the country has been marginalized. That is why you see different groups springing up on daily basis. Yeah. Recently, we have the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. Previously, we have movement for the actualization of the sovereign state of Biafra, MASOB. MASOB is still very active till date. The same agitation for self-determination because of the issue of marginalization. I subscribe to the philosophy of rotation of power. The North has governed this country with no positive results, with the masses gnashing their teeth in pains. The Westerners have also ruled or governed this country with the maintenance of the status quo antebellum of the masses gnashing their teeth in pains, with the masses suffocating in the iron grip of plebeian penury. That is why we are joining our voices to those that are calling for rotational presidency. It is the time for the Easterner to govern this country. And a man has made himself available. Peter Obi, the former governor of Anambra State. Nigerians are not supporting Peter Obi because it is Peter Obi. Nigerians are not supporting Peter Obi because Peter Obi became from PDP to Labour Party. Nigerians are supporting Peter Obi to say enough is enough. True. Nigerians are supporting Peter Obi because of the economic state of our country. Because Nigeria, presently under the Muhammadu Buhari retired, is in a state of rotting banana. Very weak. Our economy is weak, and we need a savior and a messiah that will lead our country to the promised land. We are not talking of political. This is a political movement of the people. Anybody, this movement is a moving train. Anybody that want to serve as an impediment,
you have the people to contend.
Thank you.
You have the people to contend.
Enough is enough.
Now, Kola, you see what is happening. Eh? Peter Obi, like I have said in some platforms, that he is not the one running. Nigerians themselves are run through Peter Obi because the facts are clear that Nigerians are tired. We need somebody that cannot come and unify the country. Somebody who cannot come and industrialize the country. We must now move Nigeria from a consuming economy to a production economy. Because it doesn't make sense. You see the bottle democracy that we have been operating. You see today, it's just like a man who grows cassava in his house and take it to Lagos. Now, in Lagos, they will process it. When they process it, they will get garri, they will get akpu, they will get stash. You understand?
They
will get all these things. And now the man who has went to farm to do all the labor is now happy that he has sold his cassava. While the man he sold it to is even getting thrice of what he got. So that's why you see the reason. And sometimes
determines the price.
Yeah, you look at this our economy, the current economy is running Nigeria. You wonder what kind of system are they running. Our economy is totally in shambles, and we cannot continue in that system. We need a man who is upright, who is foresighted, who is young, who is also vibrant. Because the state of Nigeria, I've said it severally, Aso Rock is not a rehabilitation center.
No.
Aso Rock is not an old people's home.
Yes.
And it's not for the sick.
Yes.
You understand? Governance is serious business. You must be both mentally fit, you must be spiritually fit, and you must be intellectually ready to handle some of these issues that Nigerians are facing. And the APC-led recalcitrant federal government has turned Nigeria into what we now see as a banana republic. That you can just wake up one morning, you just hear that the bandits kidnapped 72 people in this thing. You just go to the next news for tomorrow, we don't know. Even for today, we are afraid because the insecurity in Nigeria is at its peak. It is at its highest level. So that's why you are seeing so many agitations. What is happening in Nigeria? People are not happy. You see movement for the actualization of Ogoni, sovereignty of Ogoni people. Mosul. You see their agitations. This same fraudulent and recalcitrant federal government, they went to Ogoni. They said they wanted to implement. They spent billions of naira in that foundation laying for the UNEP report. They say they want to now implement it. As we speak, that report has been put in the dustbin of history. And the pollution in Ogoni, the pollution in Ogoni, my brother, is more than a two-story building. So the average child in Ogoni is born in pollution. He lives in pollution. If he dies, he's also buried in pollution.
Sorrow.
So that is tears,
sorrow,
agony, and pain.
Sorrow.
So we are sincerely in a dilemma. We are in a feast point now. Nigerians are fed up. Nigerians are tired. And now what they are doing is a political revolution.
Yes.
We want to change this system. We want to put an alternative to both the APC, the recalcitrant federal government, and the PDP. Because if PDP were better, we wouldn't have brought in these monsters that have totally destroyed the country. That we are now suffering, we are now pleading for mercy. And we thank God that we have seen a man who has risen, just like Moses, to take us from this Egypt that we are currently in to the promised land. And that's why we are queuing behind him. We are going to have told people that we must now put our money where our mouth.
Yes.
We have seen so many people complaining. They will say Obi does not have a structure. I and you, my scholar, we are structure. Because structure na human being. It cannot be physical, because if you go have an office without human beings, there's no structure there too. So human beings are the structure. And that's why you see that everywhere you go, you are hearing Peter Obi is obedient. And everybody knows that obedience is better than sacrifice. So as we are now, we are obedient to Obi, and we are following everywhere he goes. And that's why we are telling our people, our friends, our brothers, that if you have offices, because people have been complaining, no structure for labor, no structure for labor. We know our friends, we have privileged Nigerians, and that's why we are telling them, if 10 people bin dey ask you money collar 4 years ago, as we speak today, e don dey go reach 100 people because of poverty. The other day I said it, I took my wife to the market. I said, okay, go buy things. As she come waka come meet me back again. She dey laugh. I say, why you dey laugh? He say, ma go see how many tomatoes. They say 500.
Okay.
I say, he say, go see am na. And I said, so before me and my wife go fit eat stew now, we go buy like 2,000 naira or 1,500 naira tomatoes. We never buy the other things.
Meat
Meat never
dey.
dey. Other things never dey.
Maggi never dey.
You understand? You can see the level of fear because what they are doing, the way the APC federal government is running Nigeria, they want poverty to be hereditary. That when you are poor, your children will be poor, your grandchildren will be
Sorrow.
So that is the current system that they want
Sorrow.
to create. But we are saying enough is enough, and we say Kapudu Rejectemata to the APC-led recalcitrant federal government that have refused to listen to the rantags and the politics, that have refused to listen to the pleas, the yearnings of the common man. Electricity is epileptic, it's totally condemned. Education, they are almost collapsing it. They want to collapse it because they know that when we are educated, because even Bible says, my people perish because of lack of knowledge. They know that when the people are educated, they will be more equipped to fight the current political buccaneers and the economic scavengers. So for us as a people, we are not going to relent. We are going to put our money where our mouth is, and that's why we are begging. We are pleading for support for the Enough is Enough movement. What we are saying is that if you have a building, probably in any of the 18 local government in Edo State that you are not using, you can say, I want to do, just like the man in Gombe. He said, this is my house, it's for me. I want to paint it for Peter Obi movement. You understand? So we are calling our brothers, most especially those in the diaspora. If you have a house in the city center, provided it's a local, we can now use it as a local government office so that this movement can get to the grassroots, because now movement now we dey. It's not, for me, it's not a campaign, it's a movement. You understand? And so we need people to come in to support the movement. You can say, okay, I am going to donate a bus to this movement. I am going to do this so that this movement for Peter Obi can be actualized. Because we cannot sit down, I am supporting people. It's just like a pastor. You say, I am hungry. You say, you are blessed. No. Some of us, we are putting our time, our resources for this movement. And that's why when they ask, how much Obi they pay now? We don't need to know Obi. Yes. We don't need to know Obi. Yes. We know the pains that we as Nigerians are suffering. And it's because of these pains that we are all rallying around Obi, because we see him as a light that will take us out from this darkness that we are currently in. Because we have all been overwhelmed by the APC maladministration. And so the Nigerians are eager. They are itching to vote Labour Party, where Obi is currently the flag bearer. So what we need to do is to provide a sense of direction, and that's why the Enough is Enough movement is also a vehicle that will galvanize masses together, because we must have strategy and we must have coordination. And that's why we are floating the Enough is Enough movement to engage citizens and see how we can put everybody in the right perspective. Some of the fears people have had that Obi go win, they don't go give am. I said it is not going to be possible, because we will witness in this country the highest violence revolution that they have ever seen if Obi wins and is not declared. Because as we speak, election results will be transmitted electronically. So I want to see how they will read the election, because there will be no ballot snatching, because our people, since it's already a massive movement, they will be aware, they will be at alert. You will see that they will be burning people alive for stealing ballot boxes. They will not even wait for the military or the police to take charge of this issue. It is a massive thing, and they will monitor their vote. So for us, we are confident that the 16th president of Nigeria will be Peter Gregory Obi, and that's why we must all now come out en masse, get our PVCs, and move on with it.
Yes, thank you very much, Comrade Bale Joseph. Yes, before I don't break further, I want to also use this opportunity to call on Nigerians to go and get their PVC, go to the nearest voting center or registration center, go and vote. Vote those that are supporting Peter Obi on social media. Yes, you must arm yourself with PVC. If you are not based in Nigeria, you are not a voter, you are not voting in Nigeria, you have your family members who are in Nigeria, tell them to go and register, because 2023 presidential election is going to be a revolution. A revolution that will transmogrify the system. Revolution that will bring the right person to the corridor of power. Because the Bible says, when the righteous are in power, the people are always happy. They are ecstatic. They are exhilarated. But when the wicked are in power, the people gnash their teeth in pains, like what we are experiencing today. There is no security in our churches. You can no longer sleep with two of your eyes closed. You cannot travel. It is by the grace of God you travel from Benin City to Egoma, even to Eyo. Bandits have occupied, kidnappers have occupied our forests. What is the way out? Is the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria sleeping? We have military. We're supposed to have, if they want to comb these forests to get these people arrested, it will be very, very easy. Somebody said, when terrorism is more than 24 hours, just know that the state is involved. In this situation, the state is a country. Because in an international political system, country is referred to as state. Like Nigeria is a state. The PDP did their primary election. A man from the northern region of the country emerged. When we are battling, yes, after the dollarization of the delegates, brought in a man from the north, from the same region where General Muhammadu Buhari is from, that cannot tackle the security challenges in our country. We are sick and tired. That is why I don't want to start discussing with anybody in terms of article presidency. Not will complete their 8 years next year. Let the South produce the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and we don't want from the Southwest. We don't want from the Southwest. This is the time for the Igbo. This is psychological moment for an Igbo man to rule or to govern this country. Maybe when an Igbo man govern this country, the masses will be happy. The economy will be very strong, like the rock. Education sector will not be epileptic. For the 8 years, an Igbo man will spend. I'm very optimistic that there will be no ASU strike, like what we are experiencing. A course that you're supposed to spend 5 years, you end up spending 10 years. We are now living in a country where your ID card graduates before you graduate. Because when you go to school, when you get admission, you don't get admission, you just give your ID card.
Yes, normally.
From, let's say, from
2015
to 2015
to
2019.
It's a 4 years course.
4 years course.
Yes.
4 years course.
Now you will not stay.
You had in 2019. In 2019, you had the card to graduate.
Yes, before
you graduate. This is the kind of system that is operational in Nigeria. We need a man that have that intellectual capability and intellectual capacity. A man that will value education. A man that will invest copiously in education. In the United States of America, they don't play with education. They don't play with research. The highest potential allocation goes to education sector. When America wants to conduct their election, there are some intellectuals that they invite
even in advanced democracy.
Yeah, in advanced democracy, you invite intellectuals.
Political parties.
Intellectuals that will prognosticate what will happen in 4 years or 8 years. And if you follow the intellectual prognostication, you see that you are achieving positive results.
Well, how many political parties as we speak today have researched it out?
They don't have.
That's why you see, somebody was saying Obi went to study. They don't know. I told somebody, in life as a man, you must understand that you must learn, unlearn, and relearn. The fact that somebody goes to learn doesn't mean he does not know. But there are better ways in which you can do something that you already know.
Yes.
That will be better more than the way you have been doing it. That doesn't mean that you don't know. So telling me, when some people we have been seeing on the internet, so we went to study this one, I was now laughing. That what kind of system are we running?
Yes.
It's very sad that even people with brains still fall into this type of callous statement. You understand? That is it now that is going to study? The day you stop learning self, you start dying. You learn every day. And that's why they say the life is a teacher. He said the more we live, the more we learn. So what Obi is doing today is to even get himself more equipped with what is happening. You have seen that our transmission or production of electricity has gone down. As we speak, I saw on papers that even internal borrowing from the CBN is almost hitting 19 or 20 trillion naira. Means more inflation is on the way. So before Buhari will leave government, probably the dollar may hit 1,000. I wanted to buy a car a few years ago, like 2 years ago. Somebody was telling me, say, why not go change that money to dollar? Say, I for just change that to dollar key. That in the next 2 years, dollar will increase, and then dollar was about 2 something. I said, no, forget, if you as we speak today now, dollar is 6 something. And before the end of this Buhari-led recalcitrant federal government, dollar may hit 800.
Yes.
So if you can see the level of inflation, common bread now, bread is about 170 for small one. Those bread that they used to sell
for 1,000 naira yesterday.
That's what we are doing.
1,000 naira yesterday.
Yeah, and that is just the beginning of this inflation. So how can a system want to continue like that? In every civilized clime, in any sane society, such parties should be shown the exit door. And that's why I'm irritated when I see young people. You are a student, you have been sitting at home for almost a year, you are still shouting APC change. It shows that something must be mentally wrong with your brain.
It is their right. It is their right. Let me, for those I want to make that, I discovered that the number there is wrong. For those I want to make that contribution, call us on WhatsApp. The number to call is 081 59 41 2025. 081 59 41 2025. I call again 081 59 41 2025. Yes, the number. Just call on WhatsApp only.
So, like you said, Kola, you say yes, we all have rights.
Yes.
Yes, you understand? But we must choose what is right, even in your right.
You know that what might be right to you might be wrong to others. It is their right. Yes, it is their right. For those that are not supporting Peter Obi, I don't quarrel with them.
True.
I don't antagonize them.
True.
At least they are mature enough to know what is right.
True.
You understand? So that is the way I see it too.
For me,
that is the way I see it.
I will beg to differ a lot, because one, as even Bible is clear that it says you train up a child the way he should grow, and when he should grow, he should not depart from it. So you cannot see a child doing wrong and you say because it is right, you allow the child to go wrong. Why I'm saying all this today is that in making conclusion, we must serve. We must be puritanical. We must engage in an exercise of self-abnegation and spiritual evolution.
Yes.
We must allow the spiritual aspect of life preponderate the material aspect, because a preponderant number of Nigerians, of people supporting evil, when you ask them, the only thing they see is their personal gain. And when you do that, it becomes you are proliferating evil, and we cannot continue like that. We cannot continue, and that's why some of us, we are saying that everybody who is in Nigeria today knows that the APC federal government it has failed. Okay, now you are a student, you have been at home for over a year. What and you still want to stay for more years? Who are you doing? You understand?
Students have forgotten that they are even students.
Thank you. So if such a student
some of them are not TikToking.
So these are some of the questions.
Go to TikTok. You see how students that are supposed to be engaging in intellectualism, exposing them their nakedness.
Because the Bible, it says an idle man is the devil's workshop. Because they are idle, if they were in their classrooms, yes, they will not be doing that.
We have to talk on this ASUU strike.
Very serious.
Let's discuss on this.
Yes, because the government today, as we speak, they are felt reluctant, and they are more concerned on who gets the VP slot now in APC than talking about ASUU.
And PDP, let's include PDP and the APC.
You know, most times why
satanic.
Yes, why most times you don't talk.
They are oppressive.
Yes.
They are evidence of common problem that congregate assiduously.
Thank you. Because you know, most times I've always told people, I don't want to attack somebody who's not with the ball. You understand? Because what Nigerians want.
PDP has governors in some states.
True, but the governors are not the president. The president
if all governors, I disagree with you, sir. If all governors, if governors say, okay, federal government must meet ASUU demand, or students must go back to school.
Yeah, it will be possible.
Their voice, if President Muhammadu Buhari will be a low ranger. They have this governors forum. Even they have significant role.
What about the National Assembly?
They have significant National Assembly.
Yes. What about the National Assembly? These are people who even they are the representative of even the grassroots.
Are they representing you?
But every year, every 4 years, you go and re-elect and elect them. Every 4 years.
And for me, I don't have representation as National Assembly.
No, you can't say that.
I must tell you.
If you are okay now, if you are from Oredo, yes, you all know that your representative from Oredo Federal Constituency.
It's presenting itself of what benefits is presentation to the masses.
That's
a senator that a failed primary election, yes, and we heard that he wants to move to. We must tell them that Labour Party is not a dumping ground.
No, it's not a refugee.
We must engage them. I have been a member of Labour Party. When I left, when I received my political baptism, I joined the National Conscience Party, in a party that was formed by Chief Gani Fawemi. Yes. I joined the party in 2006. Yes. And Dr. Sayo Bayiwana was the state chairman. Was the state chairman before Comrade Butako Winter. Yes. Dr. Sayo Bayiwana was the national chairman of APC. Yes. Because of the ideology of the party, stand for what is right, even if you stand alone. True. And what Gani fought for, yes, made some of us to join the party. Yes. But at the end of the day, we left the party because the party was hijacked by reactionaries. True. Yes. I decided to pitch my tent Labour Party. We were attending our LGA meeting at Global Hotel Permission. Yes. Mr. Idao was then the LGA chairman. Mr. Idao was then the LGA chairman. Labour Party is a party that believes in ideology. True. Labour Party is not a conservative party. You know, in UK we have Labour Party and we have Conservative Party, and we have one other party too. But Labour Party became very prominent after the Second World War in UK because of the ideology. They set the ideology to the people, and people, in fact, allow the ideology to sink into their memory. But today, the movement of some political buccaneers, some economic saboteurs, yes, out of frustration, they want to retain They want to retain power perpetually.
Yes.
They want to use the Labour Party platform to actualize their very selfish interests,
yes.
and then after abandon the platform.
True. And move.
And move to that.
But what we are saying now.
So my brother, we have to do something.
No, true.
We have to do something.
Somebody raised that.
My brother, my brother, we have to do something to address that issue.
Yes.
Labour Party Edo State is fast becoming a dumping ground for disgruntled politicians.
Yes, Kola, like I said, somebody raised this issue on the platform. It's a lady. And not only in Edo, he raised it that so many internally displaced politicians now, they are now running to the Labour Party to pick tickets. You understand? I now told them that and that we should look at those entering the Labour movement. I said, okay, we will scrutinize them. You understand? We will scrutinize them. But those that will be giving tickets, you understand? Those.
Our project is just for presidency.
That's
our
what I'm
project
saying.
is just for Peter Obi.
No, listen now.
No. If you tell me that our project is specifically for Peter Obi to rescue Nigeria, true, I will agree.
Yes.
I will agree.
True.
I will agree with you. You understand whether the influence of this
it will not change anything. It will not change. It will not change Obi's presidency.
Yes.
What
We're interested in presidency.
we know why I'm saying all this. Mandela is here today. Before Mandela became president, before Mandela was able to fight appetite, you saw the inplay, the intrigues that happened. You saw the alliances,
yes.
the alignment. Even as steadily as UN report on Cuba, on Cuba,
yes,
you saw the alliance between Cuba, thank you, Nelson Mandela, Arafat, and Muammar Gaddafi. And when Mandela was invited to a US parliament and he was asked, he said, they asked him, they said, why are you, do you wish, he said, because you have fought appetite for something, do you wish like Muammar Gaddafi and Arafat, even with Cuba's damaging report by the UN to be a president of South Africa? He said one of the mistakes people make is that they want their enemy to be, they want their own enemy to be your enemy.
Yes.
You understand? So if you are an enemy to Kola, I want everybody around me to also be an enemy to Kola. He said that we will never do as a people. He said Muammar Gaddafi, he said Jasper Arafat, he said Fidel Castro, he said they supported the apartheid struggle, not only in rhetoric. He said they placed resources. They placed resources. You understand? So that's why I just to bring this issue of people joining the movement and all that. You understand? Because to fight evil is a very huge and Herculean task.
The Valley Liberation Committee.
You understand? It's a very if you know what the South Africans appetite, those who fought apartheid did in South Africa, you will be overwhelmed.
That is what we want to add.
You will be overwhelmed.
Yeah, we want to fight apartheid in Nigeria.
That's what we are still facing today.
Apartheid in
True.
Nigeria. That is what we want to fight. We must be ready to be committed to this fight against apartheid in Nigeria. Because I say apartheid simply means our partners.
Yeah.
You understand? Discrimination between the black and white. True. But there is clear-cut discrimination between the rich and the poor. True. That is what we are fighting today.
Economical and everything.
Power is specifically for the political buccaneers, for the political saboteurs, for the economic bedbugs that have sucked the blood of our economy dry. They are recycling themselves.
Yes.
When they are
Mali lost.
Yes.
He said he told his brother to step down. He is going back.
We have to destroy this system. We have to destroy this system. That is why I like the consciousness of Nigerians on the 2023 presidency. The consciousness is very, very, very high.
Ahmed Lawal
The consciousness is very high. Yes.
he said the guy should step down.
Okay.
The guy said another. If I'm from that place now, we will take the guy to court if he steps down for Lawal.
But I heard that guy has stepped down already.
No, I heard the guy said he's not stepping down. Yesterday he was in channel. He said he's not stepping down. He said so. If that guy stepped down, they are supposed to take that guy to court. Lawan have been in House of Reps since 1999. From Reps he went to Senate. He has gotten to almost the peak of his. He became a Senate president. You tried it almost twice now. You got it.
Okay.
The one against Saraki, they wanted Lawal.
He wanted Lawal.
You understand? Before they brought him back again.
Second time.
Yes. Yes. So what else?
Okay, the guy maybe if eventually they give him the ticket, or he's going to be a floor member.
Yeah.
He's going to be a floor member.
Lawal.
Yes, like, because he's going to be a floor member. But PDP is not coming, APC is not coming.
True. So probably I don't really know.
Okay, if okay.
He just wants to be there. He just wants to be there. You see these senators and governors. You see an ex-governor, once he finishes, they want to go to the Senate.
They want to be relevant to death.
But who have been in the National Assembly since 1999, Bomadi Federal Constituency? They do. Nicholas Motu.
Who is Nicholas Motu?
The Bomadi Federal Constituency. Since 1999, they don't. He has vowed that he will do 35 years.
35 years.
Yes, it's a civil service job.
He just manager still there.
Just manager, thank God, by divine providence, by divine mathematics and divine calculation, he went to put his luck in the PDP governorship race. Okay. And unfortunately for him, he lost.
He didn't go back.
Unfortunately for him, and fortunately for the people of Delta South. Because the people of Delta South, they have been complaining of the ineffectiveness, the high-handedness, and the inefficiency of this manager. So when he left, it was good riddance to bad rubbish. So now they have a new flag bearer of the PDP for Delta South. So because these guys, they have a way of rotating and separating themselves around the corridors of power.
They want to leave sometimes, they bring their children.
Yeah, the same thing Okowa has brought, Ibori has brought, Ole Ngwada will fail.
Okay, that daughter wanted to protest.
As fail. Ibori daughter has done out of assembly, she's going for red. She won. Okowa daughter won. So they are trying to.
You see, they don't want the children of the poor to be there, and the children of the poor are intellectuals.
Yeah.
But when I will go school, when I will read, everybody is also saying they this money they carry.
Yeah.
If we engage them intellectually, you say them. You understand? They know. You know they read about one time money get well. You said you know struggle for this one, eh? The man okay, go with that part of assembly. From there to House of Strength. You understand? Your father they say they want to make a vice president to article.
Yeah.
But
you see the
2023 election is a revolution for the emancipation of the plebeians.
very, very correct.
The emancipation.
Look at that.
Enough is enough. We
Obiano.
cannot continue like this.
Obiano that plunged Anambra State to a debt tune of almost 300 and something billion. They said the wife won a senatorial ticket. The same
Soro
that left office.
Soro
A 320 something billion naira debt. Few days after he left office, he was trying to run away from the country. If he has they got him now.
But I have regretted me.
Yes.
You see the system.
Because it's
you see this people that are supposed to be in jail, all these ex-governors,
yes. They are
ex-senators that are supposed to be in jail, they are the ones that determine who wants to get the presidential ticket.
True.
In the Federal Republic of Congo. It is sad.
Very, very sad.
Very sad. The man, I think this man was sentenced to he was this ex-convict, what is his name? Oji.
Oh yes, he's the one granting up banana.
Oji Zokalu is an ex-convict. Yes. As far as I'm concerned, he's an ex-convict. But you see how they granted him state pardon. Yes. How they invoke, the president invoked the prerogative of mercy in line with the constitution to grant him amnesty. And he granted amnesty, an ex-convict, the criminal is the man that is telling us who wants to become the vice president to Bola Tinubu.
And there's nothing, he said there's nothing
Bola Tinubu wife is a Christian, a pastor at Redeemed Catholic Church of Redeemed Church of God Mission or Redeemed Winners Church. Come on, ROCC, the Redeemed Church of God, Nigeria. You see?
He said that the wife is the deputy president. He said it because the wife, as a pastor, is the deputy.
Where criminals now determine who gets the presidential and vice presidential ticket.
I asked somebody.
Go to Oko prison, my brother. Go to Oko prison. Somebody, in fact, Jesus Christ. Now seem to be to war. Somebody that they are allegedly accused of stealing coconut. Coconut is still wallowing in Oko prison.
True.
Coconut.
Still wallowing there.
Coconut. Where those people that stole the economic coconut of our country are allowed to determine what happened.
Even the police are carrying them. Now, I ask
they go with escort.
From the last primaries we witnessed from the two major political parties, APC and PDP, how many 35 years old voted? How many 30 years old voted? Because Bola reigned in that primary. It's still the same. It's still the same.
Not dollarized.
Yeah.
Their conscience dollarized.
No, but
problem.
Even from
like the way you voted some youths still campaigning for this old Richard political deadwood, all these deadwood politicians. You understand, youth? Yes. Youth. I pray that in 2023.
No, but our advice to youth is simple. What is good is good, and what is bad is bad. Certainly, they will bring this prebendal because Nigeria, there's always a politics of prebendalism. So what they need to do is that money that they are giving to you is already your money. It's already your money. That's the consciousness we need to bring into this youth. That if they offer you money, you take the money, but vote Obi. It's not a difficult thing to do. It happened. It has happened. It is still happening. People have done it before. Many are doing it now. And many people will come will still do it. Yes. You understand? It is your money. So if they now offer you the money, it's to put the money in your pocket and vote your conscience. That is where I have it wrong. Have problem with some youth. You say, if they pay you 20,000 to vote for the bullion farmer, you collect the money, go and vote for your future. If they vote, bring the dollar man's money, you take the money, you go and vote. You understand? So if this thing is not about, this thing is about principle, it's about value. You understand? And it's about future. If you have strong value system, you understand, you have strong principles. And you also know, you understand, because one thing we need to understand in life is that a man who stands for nothing dies for nothing. You understand? So for us, we must have a clear-cut ideology. The money they are parading, the dollars that even this youth have been shouting, this one have dollar, this one we share dollar, this one we do this one. It is also your money. They have siphoned our common patrimony. They have been at the corridors of power. They have continued to masturbate themselves around the corridors of power. And that's why it is time for young people who constitute over 70% of the voting population. How do you, somebody was telling me this, how do you tolerate this mess that we are in Nigeria? The youth constitute over 70% of the voting population. But each time they vote, they end up voting for their ancestors. So it is a problem. What we need to do is more of awareness campaign, that we must continue to educate them, we must continue to intimidate them, that this money that this recalcitrant politicians share is your money, and that for every bag of rice you take is one road. For every 5,000 you take on election day is another road. For every 2,000 naira you take is one street light. It's one school. somewhere, because the politicians, they are not Father Christmas. They are not Father Christmas. So it's only a Father Christmas that can give you money. And even Father Christmas, you pay to enter.
You pay to enter now.
You understand? You pay to enter. So don't think a politician will just come and give you money. You just come and give you money. They are not Father Christmas now that attach this gift. So every money you take from a politician, there is a need. He has something that you must have something, you must get something in return.
Yeah.
So that's why we are telling our youth, you understand, that the money you take on election day is one road, it's one school, it's your water that you are drinking.
Yes.
You understand? So we are appealing because we know the kind of economic situation that we are currently in Nigeria, that poverty is at its peak.
Yes,
You understand that the people are hungry, but we want you people to be more angry to remove these political buccaneers and economic scavengers. If they offer you money, you take the money and vote against them. Because if they really have something to offer, they don't need to offer you money. It's because they know they have nothing to offer. That's why they are stretching money to get your vote. So we are begging, we are appealing that it is time for us as young people to wake up. It is time for us as young people to stand united. Because united we will stand, and divided, these political buccaneers and economic scavengers will continue to follow us. So for us not to fall, we must stand united, we must stand in one voice. We must all get registered. We must all galvanize support to a man called Peter Gregory Obi that will definitely take us from these current sufferings that we are facing in this country. Even if though, for me, I've always told people, Obi is not a Messiah. Yes. Neither is he a saint. But I am very sure and optimistic that Obi will spark up the fire and will change this country.
Thank you very much. Yes, my brother has spoken very, very well. For those I want to call, the number is still there, 081 59 41 2025. 081 59 41 2025. Yes, this statement credited to Reverend Father Obaka, that Peter Obi is a very stingy man, that Peter Obi cannot become the president of Nigeria. What is your take?
I saw this morning, Facebook, social media went above about the statement of Reverend Father Obaka.
Wait, sorry sir, did Father Obaka predict the bombing of St. Francis Catholic Church in a war? If he predicted it,
I don't believe.
He predicted that the bombing will happen, that the people should not go to church on Sunday.
I don't really know.
No, they always return of
what I want to say, the fact is that you have always emphasized on this, that we have too many God of men than men of God. Which moral justice? On what moral ground is Father Mbaka talking? On what moral ground? A man who told Nigerians in 2015 that Buhari was the Messiah that would change Nigeria. Buhari that has come to kill, to steal, and to destroy Nigeria. That Jonathan was this and that. Today, as Father Mbaka apologized to Nigerians, he has no moral justification to even speak on Obi's issue.
But I thought he had apologized to Nigerians.
That
for protecting this mistake called General Muhammadu Buhari.
In 2019. Okay, now let's move forward. He says Atiku was lucky to have removed Peter Obi as his deputy, or not choosing Peter. I was laughing. The biggest close to victory that Atiku had was in 2019, and when he paired Obi. Atiku have been running. The results are there. The results are there. They are visible to the blind, and they are audible to the deaf. Atiku have been running before 2019. The only time he was close to power, for me, he won in 2019. But now, you are saying that Obi has not. The fact that Obi does not give to you doesn't make him stingy.
That Obi is stingy.
Because we are seeing Charity works Obi has done. We have pictures, we have footages, we have videos of where Obi has given to church. The choosing church here in Anambra. Obi gave over 100 million. We have so many evidences of his giving, schools, universities. So the fact he does not give to adoration ministry doesn't make him. It's just like telling somebody that is an unbeliever that does not believe in you. You understand? So for me, what he's saying is not correct. You cannot tell us that the fact that you cannot tell us that because Obi did not give to your church, the man simply told you that what project are you doing so that I will execute it for you. It is simple, but you wanted to also dollarize your own money. You wanted to monetize it. So that he said, if you are doing a project, let me complete. I can sponsor a project for you in the church. But you wanted a donation. You understand? Those were the issues. You wanted a donation. That you should sow a seed. The man said, okay, if you at least we are building so and so church. The man can say, okay, I will complete this church. You understand? So for me, I don't see any. There's nothing tangible of what Father Mbaka is saying, because he took Nigeria into this mess that we are currently in. So we have, like for me, we have more men, God of men than men of God. So his prophecies that he's making, for me, I think he should get better and not bitter. You understand? And he should also understand that the fact that Obi did not give you doesn't make him stingy, because we have so many people that have also benefited from this.
When he said he will not become president of Nigeria, that he is stingy. I was actually believe that actually man of God. Or maybe is he not sick and tired of the insecurity in Nigeria?
No, it's not. Because he currently drives, he currently owns some.
You understand, there is nobody in Nigeria that wants this insecurity
to continue. True.
You understand? Because I don't think there is no way. That's why I've always told people that PDP and APC are agents of common plumage. They are sense.
Yeah, it was the abnormality of PDP that made Nigerians say, okay, let us root for APC.
Yes, and
if PDP was doing well, we wouldn't have voted for APC.
And rooted for APC, and it became a disaster.
Yes, so we left fire pan, we just enter fire.
That is why I said since we don't want to support, we are saying no to APC. Let us not make that mistake of supporting PDP. True. You understand?
That's why we are all moving to both APC and PDP.
We need an alternative platform like Labour Party, AC, and other
political parties.
Yes. But my only fear is that I don't know why the third force, other political parties aside PDP and APC, I don't know why they have refused to speak with one voice to get a consensus candidate. Is that would that not pretend they are trying to for us the 2023 general election success as far as the Labour Party is concerned?
It will go a long way. It will go a long way. You know, one of the problems with that is that there's too many good spoils. Yes. You know, everybody, and they will tell you that
everybody wants to be president.
You never can tell how much you would have achieved if you do not care who takes the glory. Yes. You understand? So everybody wants to take the glory. That's why you see that they are not ready to harmonize. But I believe 7 months is still far. You understand? And we as activists will continue to agitate for a talk between these smaller political parties and the Labour Party. You understand? Who is also a small party, to see how they can all mesh together. Going forward, to also work in unison and in harmony, so that we can conveniently eradicate the ineptitude, the high-handedness, the mismanagement of our common patrimony by both the APC and the former PDP-led federal government. So for me, I think it's a way to go, and it's something some of us will continue to push, will continue to advocate for a united front between these smaller political parties, so that we can move forward.
But we need that united front. There's a legal matter that says Ubi Concordia, Ibi Victoria. And when we are united, we will achieve victory. We need a very united front to wrestle power from these people, because they are very Buccaneers, they are very, 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 very strong.
Very, very strong.
They control the police, in fact, they control the security agencies,
Even the media.
they control the media, they control things that are controllable in Nigeria. That is why we must speak with one voice. And see how we can reach out to other aspirants, other political parties, to pull out their structure. Let there be a coalition government.
Yes.
Coalition.
Yes. And coalitions all over the world that they have been proven to get results.
Yes.
Coalition all over the world. You understand? And that's why a coalition now is something Nigeria needs, or something Nigerians need to remove themselves from this current action. So a coalition of these political parties merging together. You understand? What gave APC the victory in 2015?
Coalition.
It was a merger they did.
Yes.
You understand? Those are some of the things we want to see as going forward. You understand?
Yes.
Those are the things we want to do. So everybody must keep pride. Everybody must also keep safe when coming to the table.
Yes.
You understand? And so we are appealing to other political parties to see reasons why they should also join and form a common front, because Nigerians are fed up, Nigerians are tired, and Nigerians are eager to vote for an alternative to APC and PDP.
Yes, thank you very much. There is this council that supporters of Peter Obi are very violent. I don't know. So there is one photograph I saw, AK-47. They did this Peter Obi sitting down on AK-47. I don't know if you saw the I will look for it. They say there's a more passion. You know, those kind of missing. So, but for me, it is because of the situation.
They are very spontaneous.
It is the situation Nigerians are passing through.
True, that's
frustration. They are
Yes.
very frustration.
True.
But I'm still telling everybody.
Supporting Obi.
Yes, everybody.
In our discussion.
You understand? Because some people will say, those people that want to say, let me vote for this, because of the violent ways in which this man, the person, his supporter is protecting him, to make that person just say, don't disease forthwith. And then the person just go and keep his voter's card.
Yeah.
Yes, we have to be civil, we have to be polite, and we don't have to engage in unnecessary mortal combat.
Yeah.
You understand? Nigerians are sick and tired. Nigerians are fully aware of what is going on.
True.
Yes, in the country. All we need to do is to continue to educate people.
Very, very important.
Get their PVCs.
Yeah.
And see how we can project, or how we can disseminate the ideology of the Labour Party and the manifesto of Peter Obi. Yes, see how we can sink the manifesto into the memories of those, not only in the urban area, the rural area. But that is what we need, and not in some fights.
Yes.
We have to move, we have to carry out what we call political evangelism.
True.
To win souls
Door to
into
door.
the fold. Door to door. To win souls into the fold of the liberation movement. Call it liberation movement.
True.
2023. Yeah. And the enough is enough movement. I don't know, throw more light on the enough is enough movement. Yes.
Currently, we are the conveners of the enough is enough movement. We are all out to see how we can support Mr. Peter Gregory Obi. And I repeat, it's a selfless service. And also, we are also encouraging others, well-meaning Nigerians, who see Obi as the future, who see Obi as one who represents a new Nigeria. Because for me, some of us who have decided to put our money where our mouth is. Peter Obi, the Enough is Enough movement It's a radical movement that have come to wipe out bad governance, underdevelopment, inflation, poverty, insecurity from the land, because Nigerians are yearning. And one man have heard the cry. God has sent a man saying, okay, let me send my son for this liberation, for this movement that will change the political landscape, the economic landscape, the security landscape of this country. And so we are appealing to well-meaning Nigerians. You see, some people will tell you that this one stays overseas because we've seen so many arguments online. They say that one wey dey overseas, wetin you dey overseas, wetin you dey do for overseas? Come Nigeria, come vote, come register, no be to dey overseas. That for me, I don't think it makes sense at all telling somebody you must come. No. So 80% or 70% of Edo people, even minus that, what I'm saying that 60% or let me just be 60% of many Edolites, their breadwinner stays abroad. 60% in Edo as a case study. And most of these people who their breadwinner stay abroad, they take instructions from them. You understand? So they also have a role to play, whether they are in Nigeria or even outside. They will also call their families.
Yes.
They will call their brothers. They will call their sisters. They will say, John, you don't go register. I say, no, I'm not going to send you money.
Yes.
You understand? Or you don't go register. I say, I never get money to go register. Take this 50 euro. Make sure say you carry mommy, carry daddy, carry your all of them. Make them go register. Now will be the demand. You understand? So they must not even physically be in Nigeria to influence Obi's presidency. So we should use common sense. It's common sense. It's common logic.
Yes.
You understand? We know how diaspora funding helped Obaseki in 2020. Let's be realistic.
Yes.
You understand? We knew the role diaspora played for Obaseki's emergence in 2020. Yes. So it can still play in Obi's emergence as the presidential candidate of, as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as the 16th president of Nigeria come 2023. So for me, I think these are some of the things we need to get clearly. Yes. That both diaspora and those here, they can still make those assertions say social media, social media now destroyed Jonathan for 2015. Social media, they used it, and that was why the Buhari government they have been trying. They have been trying to forget social media because they know the importance. Because they don't want you and I to be informed. Because the only time you hear good, the only news you hear about the poor man is that the rain don kill 7 people for Abuja. Na so flood carry people for Sokoto. Na so fire burn some people for. Those are the news you hear about the poor. Everything you hear normally is only on social media that the poor man can ventilate their anger. Yes. So for me, I think for us, we need the diaspora connect. They must support. They must also call their people, support their people. It's not just to call them say, John, you don't go register. Say no, John, go and register. Take money, go register mommy, register daddy. Now Peter Obi be the solution now. Those who were also appealing, those who have properties here, like I've said it before, if you have a property you are not using in any of these local government they do, you can help. Say, okay, this is my house, I know they use am. You can help the movement. Say, I want to donate this place. No, na dey take whole meeting to be the structure for Peter Obi. You understand? So Nigerians will build structure for Peter Obi, unlike the ones that was built with our common money.
Yes. So
we are going to.
Let me, my friend here, yes, I want to ask my brothers who is old in the political atmosphere between Obi and Tinubu. He said Obi have been on ground, have been on the political field for election, every single election period. So we need a change and a positive one. Reason why Tinubu is the best, where we respect everyone's opinion. Thank you. The field will decide. Okay, Obi is a PDP man, Abi, not just a month labor, not just a month labor man. Okay, the other say, Mazis, this man never contest election before. Never contest election before. That is Peter Obi. Yes, the diaspora. They also say yes, the diaspora cannot bring another Osusuma, what is job like Obaseki to us again. He said diaspora can never bring another Osusuma like Obaseki for us again. He said,
okay. More reactions.
No, this one, my brother just asked. Someone said his school will be for president. Okay, will be for president. Okay, just asking that he said Peter Obi has been contesting his election since 1999.
That is not true.
No, he said Peter Obi has been not since 1999. Peter Obi has been contesting election.
He contested it just once.
It's an Obi and Tini. Okay.
Peter Obi ruled on Abga.
Yes. He left Abga
after completing his tenure as a two-time governor for Abga.
Yes. But he would have stayed in Abga to build Abga.
You are very. You see, for me, I may not know the reason behind this movement. You understand? And that's why I will not speak for Obi on that.
Okay.
But you know, people, when the interest, because from what I'm saying in Obi's presidency, you understand, or in Obi's style of government, people have seen that somebody was telling me, saying that Obi wants a frugal government.
A frugal government?
Yeah. He said I should leave Obi, the article. So Obi will run a frugal government. And I also told the president, but you are also running, you told us that the best government that they are running in those states is
but we're also running a frugal government.
That was what I reminded the person. And the person said, no,
we're also running a frugal government.
We are young people. And all that. For me, it is high time people must pay. You understand?
The frugal government.
It's high time that we must stop free lunch. Because even in free town, there's no free lunch.
Yes.
You understand? People must learn to
But you cannot serve Oba with empty stomach.
Yes, we agree. True. But the truth is that the process of eating must also.
Okay, they say permit me to join you guys. Let me okay, Mr. Amai, let me see if I can connect you. Okay, let me see if I can connect you, please.
Oh, make a call now.
Okay, you can call in. You can call in. The number to call in, Mr. Amai Fine, is 081 59 41 2025. I think they are now for.
So somebody talked about Osusomaye and
again 081. You just call on WhatsApp, Mr. Ifeanyi 081 59 41 2025.
Somebody talked about Osusomaye and this thing. You see, the truth is that what we have had, you understand, we have always picked the best, you understand, which the people perceive, because the voice of the people. Now, voice of God, you understand?
But God cannot allow them to Osusomaye now.
That's what we are saying, get it straight. For us, you understand? For me, I will speak for myself.
Yes.
You understand? Like I've told people, I will speak for myself. You understand? We had just between Izeyamu and
Obaseki, yes.
You understand? Probably maybe if there was a third force, you understand? If there was a third force, maybe so many people would have gone for the third force.
Yes.
You understand? Was bringing a man like Izeyamu, who the person who brought him has told us so many things. Some of these things, you see the way people are lashing at it again. They say, look at what Obasanjo said about Atiku. He said Atiku sold Ancom that was built for $3.5 billion for $129 million. These are people who work with him. You understand? The same thing Osomole said, he damaged Izeyamu. So if we had a third force, probably Edo would have chosen between that third force and Obaseki. Yes. So for me on that stage, I will continue to say it that some of us supported Obaseki because we believed. You understand?
Yes.
That it was better about the two choices we had. If we had a viable alternative, then we would have voted for Obaseki. That is just the truth. So unlike, it's just like the same scenario we have. The scenario we have today now. Why are people rooting for Obi? Because they see an alternative to APC and PDP.
Yes.
You understand? That's why people are rushing to SOB.
Yes.
If it was between Atiku and Buhari, Tinubu, you would have seen that most of the narrative would have been centered around Atiku.
Yes.
I'm telling you.
Yes.
It would have been centered around Atiku.
What I'm that northern man.
If it was only between Atiku and Tinubu.
But Tinubu and Atiku, they were in the same camp before now.
That's what we are saying. What the people wanted to change.
What
they want to change
the
party.
Because they want to change the party.
Yeah, they've seen that.
Are you sure Atiku will not be worse than Buhari?
That's why we are not.
They are all brothers.
That's why currently we are supporting him.
Yes.
For me, I will not discuss it, but I have said that.
They have only Atiku as the only candidate. I will just go and keep my PPC.
Thank you. And that's
There's
why.
no way I can support another Northerner to become the president of Nigeria again.
True. Because for what played in the primaries of the PDP,
yes,
it shows that there was a northern agenda.
A northern agenda.
And for us, I despise such arrangement because it was obvious that the North were very, very desperate to get that power by all means. And that was why the national chairman, a day after the election, went to see Aminu Tambuwal, telling him, thank you, that you are a game changer. What it shows to us that they had an agenda before that primary, that it is not or nothing. That is where what I take from the PDP. They had already had an arrangement that it will be not or nothing. And that was why it was very quick for Tambuwal to say all the Northwest vote, I give it to Atiku. And that brought Atiku emergence.
And the man that assisted him in 2019.
Yes, was sacrificed under the altar of tribal politics, of religion politics.
It is well, oh, it is well. Let's okay, before we round off our very robust discussion, okay, I think we have to play our normal. Which way Nigeria?
Which way Nigeria? I love
Which way Nigeria is heading to? And wait. That we have rounded off with this. We round off the program.
I want to thank you for watching.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
I want to thank everybody for watching.
Yes.
What we want is that we want to see video to go viral. We want our people to see Obi's project as their own project and as a Nigeria project. So we want to thank you, share this video, like this video, watch this video.
Thank you very much. We'll be speaking adequately on the mission, the vision of the Enough is Enough movement. We'll be online again tomorrow. Okay, let's make it on Friday. Today is Thursday. Saturday. Yes. We'll be on here again on Saturday to discuss
some more issues,
yes.
Emerging issues as we speak now. Officially, the article brother
Okowa. Yes. Okay, that is our next topic. Okay, join us on Saturday.
All right, thank you very much, my people. We round up here now. I appreciate every one of you on the comment section. Please, we don't entertain insult, and everybody is entitled to their own opinion, who they want to support. I don't have any issue with that at all. If you're supporting APC, it's good for you. If you're supporting PDP, it's good for you. But you cannot force people against their will. All right. Many Nigerians, as we speak right now, are clamoring and crying for Peter Obi. So just let them be. Thank you very much, my people. Please join us at 5 p.m. Let's prepare for that, for another discussion tonight. I appreciate every one of you. Please help us to share and like this video as well. I appreciate every one of you right here. I appreciate what you guys are doing for us. Thank you. God bless you all.